What is up, grass eaters? Finally back. Finally got my studio set up at home. I'm excited about this. I couldn't have done it without Full Sail University. They're not sponsored. They're not sponsoring this video or anything by any means, but it is the school that I go to. They provided me with all this equipment to do all my schoolwork. I kind of gotta have a studio set up for them to film myself, to do sports casting, things like that. But I'm gonna also utilize this stuff for my YouTube channel for you guys. I plan on doing some other things with it, possibly going out and doing some really cool things, with some local high schools and maybe some little freelance photography, things like that. But I'm going to put a lot of that content on here as well. So I really hope you guys will enjoy that. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Again, it's not that important to me that if I make money off this. All I'm doing here is wanting to get my name out here, get my brand built, and show you guys what I'm all about, what I want to do. Show you that this is my passion. This is my dream to do this kind of stuff, and I'm super, super excited about doing it. I love this kind of things. I am a talker. I am a storyteller. I'm really excited about getting my future career in sports going. Super passionate about it, especially with the SEC, Tennessee sports, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Is some controversy stuff that happened in some college baseball last night against Tennessee and Vanderbilt. It's a top 10, top 5 matchup, depending on what outlet you go with. But super big matchup. Tennessee had another big one last week against their former number one Ole Miss. Tennessee ended up sweeping them. And at that point, there was a lot of allegations that came about that game with Tennessee. We'll get into that in a second. But college baseball is really starting to pick up the tide. It's starting to pick up popularity. It's starting to gain ground on the other major sports in college. I'm talking basketball, football, softball. It seemed to be more popular than baseball for a long time. But now it's kind of turning it around where baseball seems to kind of be taking over that softball spot. And then now kind of going up against and rivaling the college basketball. So, which is really cool. I mean, there is something that actually came out last night that it was actually cheaper for you to buy 2 tickets for both Final Four games and the national championship than 1 ticket for the entire Vanderbilt-Tennessee series this weekend. Same amount of games, so 3 games for each. But Tennessee and Vanderbilt actually cost more, and you're only getting 1 ticket, not 2. So it's absolutely ridiculous how expensive this game was to go to. They were pushing for upper kind of okay seats, not great seats. They were pushing like $200 a ticket. Then you're looking close to $400 to $800 for really good seats. So it's pretty ridiculous how expensive these tickets got. But it was a huge game, and it's all because of the popularity of the sport's going up and how good Tennessee's been playing. This is a huge rivalry in the SEC, Tennessee-Vanderbilt in-state rivalry, especially since Tony Vitello's been there. I mean, Tim Corbin at Vanderbilt's done a fantastic job there, won a couple national championships for them, been to multiple college World Series. He's done a really, really good job with Vanderbilt. I mean, almost every year they're the top 5, it seems like, throughout the season. But it seems like they're a little bit down this year. They're still really good. I do believe they're second batting average behind Tennessee, second in ERA behind Tennessee. But it seems Vanderbilt seems a little different this year. They're not that dominant team like they have been in the past. And it really seems like Tennessee has taken over that dominant team in the SEC this year, which is, in my opinion, that's fantastic because, of course, it's Tennessee. But last night, some things came out that was a little questionable, in my opinion, on Tim Corbin's side. So during that Ole Miss series, after we swept them, they had allegations that we were using loaded bats, we were doctoring the ball in some way. A lot of fans, some players were saying that, which is almost impossible to do. Because these bats and the equipment is always checked before the series. Usually it's the Thursday before the series, midweek games. It's usually Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when the game actually is. but all the bats, all the equipment is checked before these games. But something happened last night. Jordan Beck ends up hitting a home run first inning, and Tim Corbin's heard about all this stuff. He said that there was a note going around the SEC saying, make sure you check the bats, make sure you have all your equipment checked, things like that. And the SEC is really one of the only leagues that use stickers on their bats to verify that those bats are good. It just so happened that during batting practice, Jordan Beck said he saw his sticker fall off and didn't think anything about it. Wasn't worried about it, put it back in his bag, and then they played the game last night. So essentially what happened, like I said, Jordan Beck comes up there, hits a home run first inning, puts Tennessee up. I do believe it was 2-0, but Tim Corbin wanted the bat checked. Don't know why. He said he didn't have it planned, but he just did it. That's what he said.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way.
So, again, Jordan Beck comes up, hits home run, bat's checked. The sticker's not on there, but there is a sticker from the Western Carolina game that they did play this past Wednesday. That was still on the bat, so it was a good bat. It wasn't an illegal bat during that game, but since the sticker was missing for this game, it was considered illegal. Jordan Beck was at that point wasn't thrown out of the game, but he was. It did count as an out. They let him stay in the game because they knew it was a mistake on Tennessee's part. Because they did have the sticker from the Western Carolina game, so they were like, okay, this bat was checked before. We know it's a good bat, but it just was missing its sticker. They had to confiscate it, and I do believe Jordan Beck ended up using Gilbert's bat the rest of the game. Another thing that came out of this is at that point, other players for Tennessee decided to check their bats, and Evan Russell's bat was also missing his sticker. Kind of saying the same thing. He wanted everybody started checking their bats just to make sure, and Evan Russell's bat was missing its sticker as well. Doesn't know what happened to it. In my opinion, they might want to get rid of the sticker kind of situation. They might want to use some sort of marker on the end cap of the bat, something that is able to stay on the entire game, but is able to either be taken off or something. There needs to be something better than a sticker, in my opinion. Maybe even a wrap of some sort right above the grip, just a single wrap with some kind of official whatever, signing of the officials, whatever it might be. I think that's the better option with that, so this incident doesn't happen again. But Tony Battello, of course, was super hot when he was called out for saying it was a legal bat, and for some reason the official that had the bat wasn't gonna let Tony Battello see it. He kind of pulled it away, and Tony Battello was like, "Let me see the bat. Let me see the effing bat." I'm not gonna, of course, cuss on here, but the first official wouldn't let him see it, and of course Battello was pretty upset about it, and of course going back and forth. And then, of course, one of the other officials took the bat from the other guy and showed him. It's like, hey, listen, this has the last game sticker, not this game sticker. It's missing. It's a mistake, not a common mistake, but it is a mistake. It's just an out. We're not throwing him out of the game because this bat is not a bad bat. It's just a illegal bat for this game because there was no sticker on it. They need to have a better database, in my opinion, for this. They need to have either the bats. Some sort, I don't know how the other leagues do it, but either some sort of database where once the bat is checked, it has some kind of serial number of some sort on that bat. It's checked, put in a database if it's good or not, and then if it does need to be checked, they can go back, look in that database or list, whatever they have, say if it's good or not based on the serial number of the bat, something like that. Or, like I said, the single athletic tape or some kind of signature tape where the official wraps it, puts it on there, puts the date, whatever it has to be. But that happened. But Tennessee, like I said, ended up rallying, ended up winning the game 6-2. It got a little fishy in the ninth inning. Vanderbilt ended up having two on base with one out, and I do believe we struck out one guy, and then ended up grounding out the other to win the game 6-2. But it was a crazy game. Super exciting to watch. I'm excited about tonight's game, honestly, because it's getting crazy. Because the next inning, after the Jordan Beck situation happened, Luke Lipsius hits a 2-run homer, As soon as he gets back to home, he actually, I think, was looking in the dugout at Vanderbilt, chirping at them while he was running second. But as soon as he got to home plate, he grabbed his bat, looked at it real close, and then, went on with the celebration. A little bit of pettiness there, but I love it. That's what I love about this Tennessee team. They're not afraid to get out there, have fun, chirp, get under these other guys' skin, and I really think that's what makes them so effective against these guys. Is they can really get under these other players' skin and get in their heads, get in the pitchers' heads, getting on as an offensive team, getting on their heads, getting in the heads of the offensive players on the defense. They're so good at that, and I really think that stems from Tony Battello. Super cool guy, and it was really funny the comment he said afterwards. So they usually will interview the coaches during the game, which is really funny, and trying to pull up the actual quote, but essentially what happened, he basically said, Jordan Beck, I'm going to paraphrase this, but he's like, Jordan Beck shouldn't even be with the University of Tennessee. He's actually forged his transcript. He's 35, and his name is actually Mike Honcho, a reference to Talladega Nights. So he's like, his name is Mike Honcho. He just comes out to practice every day. He's a good kid, so we let him play. That's kind of what he said about Jordan Beck. Kind of, again, being really petty about everything, which I think is really, really funny. Super cool coach. It'd be great to meet the guy. I think he's one of those guys that you just want to hang out with and just talk ball or just talk sports in general. Super, super cool guy. Let me know what you guys think about this controversy. Let me know what you guys think about Tennessee baseball, about Vanderbilt baseball, any baseball, your favorite baseball team, college, professional, whatever that you want me to talk about next. Might go over some spring ball coming up. Tennessee is actually not having a spring game this year due to the Neyland renovations going on, and then some scheduling issues with a couple other places that they just couldn't get done, so they're having a closed spring scrimmage practice thing. That's not available to the public, but is available to go to campus and watch it through some system through there. So I might get to do that. Who knows? I might go check out Knoxville, take my camera, go. I'll probably do that sometime anyway. But again, thank you for Full Sail University for providing me with this equipment. Thank you guys for joining in. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. God bless you guys, and go Grass Eaters.